Welcome to Midweek Moments. I'm Stephen Wright, Senior Pastor of Dahlonega Baptist Church, and it has been a beautiful week, and we can say with confidence that spring is almost here. In fact, in just a few days, spring will officially be here. And there seems to be a lot going on in this spring of 2021. As more people become vaccinated, the COVID numbers continue to go down. Let's hope and pray that this trend means that the end of this pandemic will be sooner rather than later. We're all starting to think about life after this pandemic, what it will be like to someday not have to use the word mask or social distancing, to not have to worry about all that's been on our minds and our hearts for the past 13 months. So, as we begin thinking about better days, healthier days, the question is, how does God fit into our mindset? How does God fit into the equation of what we define as healthy or normal? What has He taught us during this pandemic? What have we come to realize is most important? Well, hopefully we've come to realize that our relationship with Him is what is most important. Specifically, living in a surrendered relationship with Him through and because of His grace. Because Jesus does not desire to be just another hobby in our lives. He desires to be our King. And so the routines of our lives should supplement this belief and conviction. Are we excited about going back to certain routines because they're simply routines we were used to? Or do these routines help us grow in our relationship with our King? Are these routines being used to deepen our faith? Do they help us to accomplish the mission He has called each of us to pursue as His followers? Are they the best routines to ensure this takes place? We're all asking these questions as followers of Christ, as it appears that this pandemic may be receding. God has forced all of us out of the routines of our lives, many of us for almost a year. And as we return back to them, we need to remember their ultimate purpose. And we need to be open to new routines He may be calling us to pursue. Perhaps routines we had never really considered before, but routines we have pondered as a result of our extended time away. It's like we're starting new all over again as a church. And it's like the days of the early church in many ways because we better understand our calling and mission as Jesus' disciples. We understand that we have been charged with pursuing God's mission at all costs. We've been called to go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything that Jesus has commanded. Because ultimately, God's assessment of us as a church will be based not on whether we were involved in routines that were most comfortable to us, but whether these routines effectively accomplish the ultimate calling that God has given to us, the calling to know Him and make Him known. I'm convinced that there is a bright future ahead for Dahlonega Baptist Church. I am convinced He has given us amazing opportunities to pursue that mission of life change. Opportunities that many churches do not necessarily have. At our doorstep, we have adults of all ages, younger families with children and youth, middle-aged and senior adults. We have a bustling college campus with 6,000 students who attend in Dahlonega alone. In addition, people come every weekend from all over the state and country to tour our beautiful town. What an opportunity to pursue God's mission. What an opportunity the Lord has given to us. Countless lives can be changed if we pursue this mission with all of our hearts, our souls, our minds, and our strength. Countless lives can be changed if we make sure that the routines of our lives in our church are lived in submission to our King and His mission. Will you do just that this week? Will you make sure that your life is being lived in submission to your King and His mission? Thanks for joining us for these midweek moments. May you experience the joy that comes from knowing Christ and making Him known in all that you are about this week. God bless you.